You like that? All right. So anyway, the Qs and both SPY are up at the highs, likely going to potentially range or wave tomorrow. If you decide you want to play that, that is up to you. Obviously, our focus today has been IWM after yesterday's punchback over 226, broke over the top today, sat there for a minute, and is now going to visit the first green candle to our left, 4 hour, right? This is what's going to reveal the rest of the potential here. And look where we're sitting. Well, well, well. So where do I expect for the next target to be? 232. I think at that point, the next target should be 235. Now, did IWM just ripped for 2 days straight? And I think we've talked about this before. It usually has a 3 day cycle, right? Pop, 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 green, green, right? Green, green, green. Um, this isn't a for sure science here. I mean, yeah, 3 bars, 3 bars, 3 bars. Look at that. Green, green. That was green. So tomorrow, right? If we're looking at targets, if you're looking at rolling a small, and this is the beautiful thing about what we do, guys, is you can take a little bit of what you made today, and it could be just as much tomorrow without the risk. And so, with that being said, take your profit. If you decide that you want to roll that out, it's not as high probability, right? But based on what have we lost, now something changes by the end of the day, we can adjust for that. Holy shit, bro. We are ripping right now, dude. I'm watching the 24 hours, so don't mind me. Yeah, we are ripping. Hold on, I'm tripping.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
oh my God, dude.
We cleared the wick.
Clear your wick. All right. So
Uh,
IWM, you guys got that TikTok? Were you guys able to nail this trade? I hope. It was free money. All right. Hold on. I had to pop the chat out. Was I the only one that took AAON? No, negative Ghost Rider. We're going to talk about that one in just a second. All right, all three ETFs, you guys got the deal. I'm going to go ahead and set a little alert right here because I might grab a little put here before the end of the day. Might be for tomorrow, might be for today. Probably for tomorrow as a little hedge, looking at the worst case scenario, which would be a pullback to 229 and 228.50 at 500% on IWM rotation for sure. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Nail me DDY. Okay, so you're banned. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the success we've had today and possible success going into tomorrow. So CAVA, that one's pretty much done. Last night, well, not done because you could be looking for a bounce, but we fucking nailed the analysis on this one yesterday by the bounce. Like last night, I think we talked about this, right? Bounce off, and then you would have this $70, and then of course 72.50 and 73 88. And so those are your next levels, and that's going to determine whether Kava makes a big, push back up, or if you find yourself in a new area of consolidation in here. But as far as the downside, that play is over. That was fun. I hope you guys made money. Moving on, Lulu. This one I was up close, pretty much around 400%. Obviously, this one is I cannot take profit on this one and be like, well, profit is profit. Shut your man, right? Because at the end of the day, that is not the case. We, as far as I'm concerned, right now there is nothing telling me to get out. Where we stopped, right, is a resistance. It is a small gap. So if you choose to hedge yourself or something of that nature, I'm not. I want to see if Lulu can at least give me 203 tomorrow, and possibly 205. So that one, really good setup, really good play. AAON, as that gentleman was just referring to, gave you a really sweet punchback, right? Built a box, dropped the box, wicked down, right? Earnings call must have started off shit, and then they had something up their sleeve. I don't listen to them, but the target above you is 89.16 still. So if tomorrow you get a small green candle shoved in that area, that would be no surprise. But that one was pretty sweet. And again, we have to ask ourselves, what have we lost? Right? As far as I'm concerned, we haven't lost anything yet. If you go down to the 30-minute, we're building a box, right? There is always going to be, if you got into a play and did not have a plan or got stopped out of your trade, for, a big loss when you knew uh, where you got in is where you needed to get out. Yeah, for sure. Uh, if you're not okay, so my point here is if you the answer is on the chart. Okay, always. It's always going to be on the chart. So if you are nervous, right? It is always good. Remember, we are operating with a strategy that nobody else has. There's not very many, if any, for sure's out there. For me, yes. Is there a variable here and there where it doesn't play out? Very, 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 very rarely. So would I even consider it? No. But we have a lower time frame to higher time frame signal. So if you're nervous, have a plan. Where does it fall? 15 minutes not clear? Then go to the 5, right? What do we have below us? Little boxes, right? What are those going to do? Fuel us or hold us, right? Fuel our downside or fuel our upside. You've got 3 small boxes. Nice little structure right here. So obviously if we lost those, at some point you could hedge using the same, you could hedge right now at 87.72. But I think it looks good. Don't fucking sometimes again, the best hedge, especially when you're up, is not giving a fuck. You got this shit. You know how this strategy works. You know the results of it, and half the battle is holding through it. Having the enough contracts. What's up? Huh?
You give
What's up?
great hedge.
Great. I give great hedge. Is that what you just said?
No, don't
Yes.
respond. Don't respond, please.
Oh my god. Can we
Clip that.
yeah, so that, if that was going to be recording for some educational stuff. Thanks, Big O. All right. So we've got no reason, right, to really look at this and say, well, there's no, nothing's been lost. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. SE. So this one, a little disappointing today. It did reach 82. I did try. Damn, fucking IWM. Jesus Christ. 600+% right now, baby. Oh, my God. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused when you're making money. That being said, a little bit disappointing on the pullback. But again, I have to reassure myself, what have we lost? It's a big wick. So if you want to, if your contracts aren't dead, you could always re-enter. But there is a high likelihood of a 169.77 retest, so just fair warning there. Did I go over Lulu? I don't think I did. Where the fuck did I just go? Oh, there it is. Miami has a better breakfast spot.
C3AI is still moving up.
Yeah, I got you, brother. So as far as Lulu is concerned, our bounce today off of 198.37 would be kind of a trail stop right now. And again, I'm looking for the next leg up right around 202.50 and 203. All right, did I miss anything? I'm a little distracted right now. ALK. Nice, huh? Didn't work the first time. It's okay. Does that mean that we cast it off? No. So, we're doing a good job. The same sentiment remains. What reason do we have to get out? At worst, you hedge yourself with weekly contracts if you have longer expirations, but again, I'm letting it do its thing. If you
haven't
have
sold any?
no. No. I'm making too much money to no. No, absolutely not. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying, like, if all of my other plays are working, that does sometimes play out on how I manage something else as low risk and with an expiration like I have on ALK, which is I only have next week's actually, so I'm not long. but I don't see any reason to trim. If that was your main position, or you only had three, or three stocks that you were trading, like by all means. But I was trading over 7 different things, which is again outside of my wheelhouse typically. But some of the shit was too
So
good.
are you in September then?
I do have
We don't have
September.
next
Yeah.
week.
That's
Or,
gonna say that.
I'm sorry, not next week. August 15th. So that's this week. And then I have September 1965s, and those are up over 100%. Yeah,
Gotcha.
the August 6250s, those are some of those are from the previous earnings that I just let burn, and then I bought a few back just to kind of help see if I could revive that
Good.
position.
You and me both. I'm right there with you.
Oh, beautiful. It's nice to know I'm not alone. All right. So I don't know if anybody was watching Snow today, but I really wasn't able to manage this at all. I did watch it pop out and was like, well, fuck, I have to wait for a retest. It came back down, got pulled back into the structure. And so because of the expiration and because of where we're holding, I'm going to keep holding too. So there's nothing really else for me to do here. All right. I think we've covered everything for the most part. Congratulations. If you guys have any gains to post, would love to see those. Awesome. Look, UNH, good job. AAON, very cool. Yeah, I'm super. Oh, yeah, that's right. HPQs. Yeah. I was just scrolling through my
I have to post my whole portfolio to post gains. Jesus Christ, what a day.
I had to scroll down. That one was too far down. So I've got 27 calls. Those are up right now about 150%. I did trim these out a little bit as we cruised up into that 2750, but man, I'm actually going to take a second here to point something out. Last week I got a lot of people saying I got a little bit burned. Last week there was some place, obviously I'm not shutting that down. But as far as the cycle, the waves go, I want you to notice from KSS, Neo, like big wave, huge, lots of stuff moving, big money, and then it crashes and it kind of fizzles out. And we're not seeing that as many opportunities out there. And it's like, if you can start seeing that, okay, now it's on, now it's off, right? It's like you can play in the room where the lights are on, but when the lights are off, now you're just a creep. So, like, you're going to wait until that opportunity opens back up again, or you see those opportunities. And that's what I think this week really exemplified is like, okay, now the opportunities have opened themselves up, like take them. But anyway, that's especially for you guys who are new, that's one of the hardest things to have is perspective when you don't have experience. And the market moves in waves, and you can literally see that on your chart. On any chart, you get movement and then you consolidate. Movement, right? Contraction, expansion. All right, moving on. If you have anything that you would like for me to take a look at going into tomorrow, let's do that now and see if we can possibly find any more juicy. I don't know if I want any more positions, but I'm gonna fucking strike when the hammer's hot. Oh God, the hammer. Oh no. Don't make me do it. Oh, my hands are going to my portfolio. What are you doing, hands?
What are you doing?
Stop
TTD.
that.
Where's your portfolio at? Above or below the desk?
Don't worry about it. Oh, what are you doing, hands? Are you looking at the $29 contracts for 2 weeks out? Oh no. Stop that.
A week out.
That's 2 weeks, 9 days. You can do that if you want. Yo, Peyton just walked outside and the camera said a person with a package. That's what I'm talking about, Google. Sorry. That was bad.
No, it's already alerting you that she's waiting on a package.
That was a butt joke, like a nice butt joke, but you guys didn't get it. It's fine.
I know.
I should have let it marinate.
It didn't deliver well.
You know what? All of you are banned.
I don't want to say it, but I think it has to be said. When you think package, don't you think guy?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
but I'm
Shit,
she's
bro.
walking away from the door, and if it recognized, her
He said
booty as a
he's walking
that's where your
package.
mind's at, AJ.
He said he's
Cut
walking
to
through
But
the
line.
that's I think that's really a projection, where me,
Cut the line.
but that's what but whatever. Anyway, let's keep it pushing here.
Trying to listen to the signal, all right?
Yeah, we're trying to make money, guys. So snow, again, I do have hedges, obviously, because of the empty space up above. It did wake out today, got pulled back in, no candle close. So we are looking for basically a gap up or a push over those highs again. And yes, a move up to that 200 and 202.50. So Google a freak, right? That's what I'm talking about. Toast up. Okay, so can you not? Just for a second today, we saw a glimmer of hope, and I think today that might have been snuffed out. If you have a good enough expiration, yes. Now, if you're trying to trade this up, you got massive ones, and that's tungsten. Now, I see a retest at the top at 45.35. There's a lot going on up above you. And there's not, and this is just period end of story, not direct empty space above you as well. So now it can, but you need to get above 45.50. You need to reclaim 46.87. And then half of the battle, because you've already punched through this, would be 48 and a candle close above 49.66. So you see, like, there's got to be steps here. So expiration obviously is needed. IWM still, oh my god, yeah. I gotta fucking, stop it. God damn. Yeah, 231. Has anybody already rolled their shit? Like a dung beetle? All right, that was good. All right, anyway.
Yes.
Come on, tough crowd today.
What did you say on toast, though?
No.
Curious.
No. That's what I said. What do you want from this thing?
I have puts.
Oh, me too. I'm
Move on
holding
like
it. Yeah, if it goes above 45.50, I'm skedaddling, but you don't have to do that. I would just take it below today's low.
Hey, Potter, are you telling me the gap calls are like a penny at 25 for next week?
For next week, which ones are?
Gap.
Yeah. But what contract? The 30?
25s. They're like a penny.
Say it ain't so.
They have earnings at the end of the month.
Yeah, but they can rip
28.
into their earnings. You said for next week? Right? Yeah, okay. What's the spread on those, though? Is it weird? I mean, you could try. See what you get filled at.
I mean,
Fuck it.
I just bought 20 of them for a penny.
Wait, what are
Did
you?
you?
What ticker y'all talking about?
Gap. I
Gap, I'm like,
mean,
next set 75 cents. It's weird.
I can't say no, with the empty space up above. 25 is far, but we've already talked about the examples of when it gets going. It doesn't really stop. So
It's surrounded by 75 cents, though. Now it's up to 6 cents.
I mean, even if you got a little bit of interest on that, if you could get to 22.27 by I would say Tuesday, well, I don't know. It would be preferable if we could do that by the end of the week. But I mean, maybe. It is just. What about? I mean, what about 3 weeks out? What are 25s? Oh, okay, that's different. Okay. If you threw $30 at that, I mean, what the fuck? What does it hurt?
That's what I'm saying, I mean, the round
Yeah.
is 75.
I mean, I just bought 50 of them, or I just put the order in. So, all right.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's cheap, and I mean, I've gotten lucky with this one. Damn, that looks just like Lulu. Did anybody take that punch back today? Who took CMG? Come on, nobody took this. I didn't see it, but I was busy. You did, John? Big kiss for you. Big Big Alabama kiss for you, dude. I'll tell your wife.
Le doy un besito donde no le pega el sol, papá.
Exactly. Yo, Bidwhacker, get the fuck out of here. Yo, ban Alex. Timeout Bidwhacker for 30 seconds. Holy shit.
We should have a penalty box.
Seriously. Make a lot of money that way.
You'd have to pay to get out.
It's straight up. All right. So, CMG, are we swinging IWM calls? Brother, I mean, if you've already grabbed those, I'm up 700+% right now. On the
700%.
dude, this is
I got
fucking
Fridays already too.
every time this happens though, it's the same feeling, bro. This is like Heron, you know, but like good.
Are you doing okay?
You know, I'm on the edge, but it's cool. All right, so CMG, I'm glad somebody took it, and it did candle close. You got empty space up above you, your first 44.50 wick and 45.12. That looks pretty damn good. At least short term, you know, I can't call it forever, but I mean, that was a really nice move to the upside. Lower time frame, are we seeing anything? 2 hour, 4 hours seems like you just got a little bit of turbulence around the 43 area. But that is a box on a lower time frame, so if he starts slowing down, I would just watch those fuckers. So good fucking heavens, dude. Holy shit. All right, now I'm starting to run out of contracts to sell. Fuck. Wow. Oh my God. That's fucking Bobby. Stop. All right, Alex. Alex, just fucking everybody gets timeouts. Timeout everybody. Ivy, come back.
Jeez. IWM.
I know, dude.
God damn.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. I know. I don't know, bro. We are in the right fucking spot, dude. This shit is crazy, guys. This shit is absolutely bonkers.
Breakfast
Bro.
for everybody.
Breakfast for everybody, dude. I just made 40 breakfasts.
Cool. We'll see you next month.
Or one dinner in Miami, apparently, according to fucking Manny.
Yeah, I've never.
Absolutely ridiculous. You could have put $100 into this and about made $1,000.
I like how those
swung
25 for
IWM.
gap, those volume kind of skyrocketed.
All right, I'm timing them out. That's it.
Yes, they're up 100%.
Jesus Christ.
I got IWM's 241 for next week. They're up.
I mean, from when I said it, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. They're up 600%.
Yeah, if you bought these when I just said it, you would be up over probably 100% by now. Jesus Christ, Bobby. That's amazing. All right, let's keep it pushing, guys. I know it's distracting, but I mean, just make sure, again, I am 100% going to grab something to the downside, obviously. But we are getting to the last little bit of the day, and every move against you will count. If you're in the money, you'll have minor protection. I'm $2 in the money, so. Is Gap the next runner? Honestly, I'm not counting it out. I'm not counting it out at all. All right. Let's keep it moving here. QCOM to the upside. Good empty space. You got a floor. 24-hour time frame. I mean, you're moving through. It's hard not to call that a box. It's a big ass box, but it's a box. So cost basis is there. So 157.35 candle close. I would expect this takes a couple of days as well. Or we'll see what happens there, I guess, is really the real question.
I'm already in QCOM. I'm up like 300%.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of figuring out my next exit, I guess.
I like that the people in our group ask me questions when they're up 300%. That's pretty cool. Anyway, like nonchalantly. 150, I mean, again, channel wise looks okay. You got empty space on that lower time frame, so I guess at this point, what have you lost? MSOS?
Yeah. Thank you.
Alex, don't let me. I gotta buy IWM puts at the very last minute of the day, or I might buy him. I might buy him now, actually. Just get Alex to remind me. These are hey Potter, you said you would do a handstand for the next 1000%. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. I need video proof.
Dance. I don't even want to say it.
All right. Wells Fargo. Okay, so what did you do wrong? I'm assuming you took this one long. Did you take this yesterday? You did too? First of all, this is not going to be your daily trader. You know what I mean? It's a long, usually longer expiration stock. That being said, you did reclaim the floor. You did build a box. You had a gap right here. Now, the important thing to recognize, I think, in this area, and this might have been what you missed, that is not a box. I know, confusing, right? Look. 1, 1, down. You need to have juicy structure, right? Consolidation that you can see clearly, right? i.e. IWM, even its consolidation right there is clear. So that's the goal. All right, I think I'm going to make a move here on IWM here shortly. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it now.
28 tomorrow.
28, 27.
Yeah, 27s are half price.
Yeah. We are wicked. We are wicked with this shit, guys. This shit is fucking
using the system. That's all.
I know, but it's just I still live in awe of it all sometimes, dude. It's fucking crazy, man. I mean, to fit more or less like the whole everybody, like especially you guys who've been in here for a while, man. It's like it's not an irregular thing. It's a regular thing. And I like that. And that's okay.
It's to be expected.
Tis. I mortgaged my house on gap calls. All right, let's get this guy out of here.
Wow. Fall into the gap.
So CoreWeave went up, kind of surprised. Most recent price action failed the floor. I would assume you're going to be back at 115 relatively soon. But yes, this could trigger down. This box at 107.85 could trigger you down for a move to 77. So, all right, let's keep it pushing here.
Remember the lockup ends on options for employees on CRWV this week.
Ah, interested. Did not know that. Okay. Yeah, so that can, if they exercise their options, can potentially influence. All right, so I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys on this one. Disney is a weird, with earnings, and I'm trying to really just ignore it. Like, that's going to be my main thing here, is like, just focus on the floors that it held up before. But, get it? Before. But 118.35, right? That's going to be like floor 1. And that would be my target as of right now for need to reclaim. So if you're in Disney long, that's my target. Now, you did hit the wick today, but I think those bodies have the target. All right, let's go what the? Okay, there we go. Did I skip that one? MSOS. I feel like I just didn't say anything about it. No, I didn't. Okay. This one just needs to pop over the top right here. 544. So with a good green candle close there, I would be expecting that next. And of course, you got empty space directly up above you, but you'd have a $6 target first. All right. So ETHA. Is this all-time highs? So you know the deal, playa from the Himalaya. The only thing I can offer you, I must have charted that ages ago, is this channel. That's it. I'm sorry, but all-time highs is just not where I trade. I would, I think the top of that channel for sure is 38.30. I would, what I would do, man? Honestly, go to chart Ethereum. I think that makes the most sense, right? And that one's going to its highs right here. I suspect that. So what you could do is, grab cheap puts on the other side of this, on the ETHA when Ethereum hits that, theoretically, unless it happens overnight. Potter, huge thank you for the ALK swing up 135%. Let's go, guys. Very good. There's been a lot of win. Oh, I just unplugged my keyboard. Yeah. Who wired this shit in? Oh, it's me. All right, let's see here. ETHA, WNN, win. Yeah, you guys were talking about this one before. I mean, you're playing with this is a big boy stock. Big girl stock. Whatever kind of stock. It's got weight behind it. And so what, you got earnings? Did we already have earnings? Was that right? Yeah, you already had it. It's a decent candle close. You're holding today. I think you need to set hard lines there, and that's 108.39. That's probably where we fail. And you need to get back outside of 112.19. So expect turbulence in between the two. I think a continuation of the upside is 114.38, and then I have 117.75 if it can go. Speaking of go, Chad. I think of that song all the time every time I say your name. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I brought it up the other day.
All right. People thought worse.
Yeah. Oh God, Chad. So Go has cost basis directly above it at 1933 on the 4-hour and the 24-hour as well. I see an overhead target of 2150 since there's no box. That is also cost basis, or is it a cost basis? Yeah. So got empty space underneath you as well. This wick is coming off of that. So if you lose that, you go here, and if you lose that, you go down there. So this is a read and react scenario for sure, especially while you're in the box. Patience.
Yeah, it could be a good play either way.
Yeah, could be a great play. Yeah. All right, Starbucks. I feel the exact same way as I do about Disney about Starbucks. Like, just tell me when it breaks cost basis at 97. That being said, you got a good candle floor close. You are looking for a break of 95.50, and you should be up and off. All right. I'm keeping that one simple because the fucking lower time frame is a nightmare. AAP. You do an IWM. All right, guys. I for this week's contracts, they're all gone. I only have 4 left. They're out. Hasta la vista. Hasta luego. What's the lowest time frame you use when day trading? I'm not much of a day trader, but when I'm managing my positions or yes, in a day trade, it is whatever's necessary, which means whatever the lower time frame. So like on IWM, if I went to the 15-minute and I am trying to find a stop loss, right? I can't see anything on that chart. There's just green candles. So it's okay to say, I can't find the answers here and go lower. 5, no. 3, I only have a box, the one that I just shorted. Right. And then I just sold my contracts too. Very good. It's 700+%. What could I ask for? But I also have tomorrow's contract, so we're good on that. But that being said, if I can't find anything, right? And again, this is in the middle of a play. I'll go to the 2 minute, right? Or I'll go to the 1 minute because I still don't see anything. And when I start to see red candles in the middle of those green ones, that's when I know I'm starting to find, and this is the beauty of it. It works the same. Empty space, the same. It all works above and below. So it's not like you have to change strategies. You just carry the same concepts down to the lower time frame and you use them there. Even if it was a higher time frame swing that you took 3 weeks ago. And you're like, all right, well, I've already trimmed everything off. I'm just looking for like where I don't want this to go. Or you just get out. Well, I don't know. It's up to you. What do I know? I'm just kidding. I've got it's 348. All right, we've got your KSS gonna pop again. I hope so. CRM up. Wait, hold on. I skipped a few. ABR. What is this one? So yeah, above 1219, you got empty space to 1262. Can I say something though? I feel like you got a bad habit, my brother, of taking or finding plays that don't have like this is you're trading within like $1. You're not even moving dollars. So the Greeks aren't really in your favor in that, I sometimes you have, better Greeks on those lower movers, but I'm just going to throw that out there. Unless you're looking at this somewhere out here, but this is where I say I don't sell. That's not enough for me. I'm not, what's the risk to reward on something like that when you're going to move 20 cents or maybe 30 or 40 cents tops? Like what's the reward there? And again, maybe it's got earnings or it did have earnings, but this thing has also traded in the same range basically since, let's say November of 21 and June of 22. It created the range that it's stayed in till now. All right, I just want to keep it 100 with, you and anybody else about these charts. So wait, what? Do we got beef? No, I didn't. I did it. I definitely did your AAP. Oh, I just looked at it. Sorry. Sometimes it's like text messages. Like I just think of the thing I want to say, and then my mind, I've already sent the message. I do that a lot. Or I don't see the text until 3 days later. I have nothing negative to say about this as of right now. You are above 6135. You're kind of looking at this old box for a little bit of guidance there, 6319 and then 6522, right? I bought like 2 minutes ago on CAT. I just bought more, but not that much. Wait a second. I get a partial fill on that. I do like the gap setup, looks pretty good. And I think the best part is just it's obviously lower risk. Oh yeah, you are if you bought those $1 contracts, no shit, I did. You guys fucked those contracts all up.
Yeah, that must have been somebody who just wanted to sell and didn't think anything of it and left it there or something.
Who's watching this and is trying to sell their contracts for $8, you little shit? Somebody just raised the ass to $8.
For what? AAP? Oh yeah, my bad.
No, not for that, for Gap. For those dollar
Yeah, that's what I
contracts that's why he told us about them. He was like, perfect.
Yeah.
What strike are y'all looking at?
No, I
it's-
just seen it.
The 25s.
I got 25 contracts. I don't,
This week or next week?
Next.
they were just sitting there at a penny. I don't know.
That's awesome. All right. What's this? What's this now? Smells good. All right. Let's see here. We've got car up 24. You got a box to punch through at 164, and you need to hold on to 159, basically 160. So that's your next target, and trigger is 164.17 to get you up to the floor at 167.80. All right. CRM. Did we already go over that one? No, we didn't. Don't hate that one. Obviously, beautiful bounce off of the floor. This is always a good opportunity. You got a empty space for the most part up above you. You got two pockets of it. You have a obvious area of consolidation there, but it's not clear, so I'm going to go down until it is. Bam. Wicks all off the same spot, so I'm going to give it that grace. And then 239.75 is your trigger to get back up to the rest of that empty space. Looks good. We got 6 minutes here. Make your decisions. Hedge yourself if you need to. IWM has pretty much stopped since I grabbed those puts, which is good.
IWM call.
What the fuck? I mean, if I have calls, but I got them earlier. So Starwood Property Trust. So you do have a break over this pretty significant wall right here that holds you down. Has been holding you down for a while. The first target has got to be this candle close right here at 2023. I think that's pretty close to being the median there. So I would just consider, 20, 25, and 20 to be the target. And then, of course, if that is broken, reclaimed 2060 would be your next target. Edge myself. No, I said hedge yourself. Good Lord. What the fuck, TikTok? You're not a lawn. All right, we've got, so this is a floor retest, your response to it. I guess you are holding it, but that gap right there just seemed to be a little bit too much. And as you can see, I drew a little bit of sideways action at that mark. That is something that I would expect if you cannot go and actually see a push up and hold. At worst, 77 retest. At worser, 75.55. All right. I got an IW. Yeah, so that IW inputs are for a hedge. Just making sure everybody understands that. That one reminds me of a couple of them actually that have had pretty nasty earnings. I see a 174.50 target first. That wick. The channel. So a lot of times you'll go and actually like wick off of the channel. The channel's a little ugly, but and that is 670. So 670, 673 or 674, excuse me. And then, at that point, do you have any structure that you're building off of other than what you've built here? And again, a lot of the times when I see stuff like this, if you go up and test this, you'll come back down, you'll fill up the empty space here and you'll build because you need volume to get up into that. But yeah, I mean, if you've taken it, you've got a great place to set a stop loss and let that do what it needs to do. So it's got empty space. Not a big fan of pharmas, but that's just me. Small account, I just doubled it today. PBS 1K in one day. It's hot. TTD, not bad. Not a bad break today. Don't hate it. Let's see. I would assume there's going to be a lower time frame channel. It's going to look just like that. So that means we're going to be watching somewhere around 55.36, considering this is not a box, right? It's not a box. And then it is technically going to be a break outside of 56.42. Now, another thing that I'll do in situations like this is what I've taught you guys in the Potterbox Workshop, right? I'm going to look for, what have we found, folks? probably the potential channel that you're going to be trading up above. So it's either going to look like this, right? Or you're going to start doing your thing now, right? And I would assume somewhere around here. And I literally think that that is either or. You'll know by if it builds, right? And I'm going to go ahead and show you where that blueprint is set down right here. I think you build in there. That'll show strength. That'll let you know you're going to go up. So just anticipate that. If you're in it, I actually don't hate it at all, especially with the fact that it does have relative empty space. Lower time frames not as clean, but yeah, TTD does like to range a little bit. So if it can build and go and break up there, that's dope. If it fails again and loses that floor, there's not a whole lot of empty space underneath you, so I would assume the low wouldn't be too far away. All right, we've got Riot up 24. So the 24, I mean, it does look good on the 24-hour time frame, having just a box. The candle close today is not my favorite. The overhead target would have to be the wick body open, right? Has to be. And that's going to be 1232. From that point, there is more empty space above you, as well as a gap to fill directly right at 1248. And then the journey should commence to 1327. So Rocket Lab. Wow. Yeah, you're up big on that. I see 4080. I talked about this one today, man. It's tough, right? Because you have all of this whip up and down. And it just doesn't seem like one direction wants to break. So, if you take that chance, I don't know if this one's necessarily for me. It does have empty space down, but the wicks and stuff that you have underneath you probably need to have at least a week out. Hey pal, so we just hit 4 o'clock. Cool, guys. Pretty damn good day. PayPal. Oh my, that is dreadful. Here's what I would do. For a higher time frame trade, that's not for me, right? Or rather, it's got a lot to make happen. And I think really what's more important here is what's in front of you now. That is your floor at 70.85. That is the break at 72.36. This is your halfway point at 74.37. And this is the trigger up and out. This previous resistance would be a likely, that's where you'll start slowing down. 2 for 2 today. Nice job, dude. Yep. So again, rinse and repeat. What did you do right today? Those are things that you can write notes on or reflect on. What did you do right today? And if you don't see those things that made today right, don't trade. All right. Let's see here.
I was going to jump in real quick and say, appreciate everything that you do and everybody in here. I restarted my small account 2.5 weeks ago with $250.
Yeah.
And in 2.5 weeks, I will have already, as of tomorrow, will have taken out $5,000.
Congrats,
Wow,
AJ.
dude.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
Because I don't touch my equity and all that kind of stuff for my big stuff. But yeah, just $250, almost $5,000 in 2.5 weeks.
Nicely done. What about Riley?
Oh my God. You're a dick.
That taking out that money, and I still have losses. That's how good it's been.
Oh my God. How's that possible? Ask him. How'd you do it? AJ.
Look at the game.
Hold.
Look at the gains page, and KSS I hit for like 11,000%.
Here,
And
let me
Apple, I posted today. Apple, I had my runners. I traded half of my runners for like what was like 2,800%, and I've still got 3 actually going into tomorrow.
Hey, so supposedly Riley delayed earnings yet again this morning.
No
What the
way.
fuck? Are you serious?
So if you guys are in on TikTok, just take a look really quick at the, not if you have the sideways screen, flip your screen back the other way. And I'll kind of show you really quickly some of the trades he took. So it looks like one of the last trades that he, oh, never mind. Oh yeah, that's up there. Let's see. No, I want gains.
I didn't post any of my normal like 200-300% gainers. Those I just posted the big ones.
It's just the normal ones. Let's see. Yeah, so big Apple gain. You bought those contracts for $15 and sold them for $325. He had 6 of those, at least in this screenshot.
No, yeah, that wasn't all of them. That
And then
was
okay,
I actually
see
sold.
you had more. You had 100. You had 100 contracts?
No, not 100 contracts.
Oh,
I sold.
I'm reading that wrong.
Yeah. So like my highest sale I think was like $520 a piece, and they cost me $15. And then like I said, I still have 3 of them left for tomorrow. And then KSS I made like $5,600 off of about $120 invested.
That's crazy. Hold on one second.
And I'm at.
There we go. What were you saying? Go ahead.
Now the key is like I'm not obviously not taking everything out that I made. I'm just taking stuff out for putting a little aside for taxes, and then obviously enjoying the fruits of the labor, even though it's
Yeah,
not much
man.
labor. But just
Yeah,
enjoy it.
right. Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like these are old screenshots from May, but you know, your crypto trades are pretty fire. But yeah, 11 4 grand, 4,300 out of the KSS trade, about 1,800. Well, obviously I know you made more on that one, but yeah, man. I mean that's so I mean there ain't no way you scammed him like that. Yeah, I scammed the shit out of this man. I'm telling you, dude. I'm killing him. But you know, again, he and everybody else, and that is we have the hive mind. You know, we should fucking rename the Discord to the hive mind. But like, actually sounds kind of fire. But that being said, and I see anybody if I see the hive mind, dude, you know what? Hold on, I'm contacting my lawyer right now. We're gonna trademark that. I'll race you. Texting. Hold on. Damn it! It's already a thing. Never mind. All right. But yeah, we have a you know, real hive mind. And I'm the queen. No, I'm just kidding. But we are all looking for the same thing, and we're all looking for low risk, high reward trades. You know, it's that simple. So when we show up every Sunday, everybody's looking. You know, they chart on their own at night. Sometimes they're all looking for the exact same thing. You know, we're looking for pockets of empty space, consolidation, well-priced contracts, candle closes. You know, I don't know how to do it with the small account. My big account is doing okay, but my small account, I have blown it. So AJ, why don't you what's been the trick to not losing your profits this time around?
Just, I mean, targets. I mean, I know Cade gives me so much crap because I used to not hold. And I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't have made that money had I not been in this group longer and truly just wait for targets to hit. and it's, you know, give it time, and it's, you know, cut it when it loses something. That's the number one thing is if it doesn't lose it, don't cut it. That's kind of my mentality. And
That's
till it loses something.
yeah. Who wants to split the payment for a workshop? Man, just listen. I don't.
Can I say
Go ahead.
something?
Yeah, go ahead, Celia.
So I have a really small account, and what's been helping me grow as well is, finding that point of view, and kind of like what AJ said, but I literally find like the cost basis of a small 15-minute box or something where I'm like, okay, if we hit here and go into this level, we're done. I'm gonna get out. So that's helped me a lot.
Just being able to say, "This is it. I'm not holding it anymore."
Yeah,
Through
like
this.
I was wrong this
Yeah.
time. I'm gonna find where I can get back in.
And how much emotional turmoil did you have to go through to get to that point?
A lot.
Exactly. So here's what I would say to everybody who's listening right now who's struggling with this. It's in here, right? It's in. I'm pointing to my head, my shoulders. But you have to, you can learn vicariously, right? The answer is like we are looking for a specific setup. If it's not that setup, and we have a group where you could show that setup to other people and say, what do you guys think? Right? It's not somebody with 1,000 indicators that's going to be telling you, well, yeah. No, you're going to have somebody who's trying or is doing the same thing that you're looking to accomplish. So it's a hard line. Like, and this is the thing. Like, sometimes people want to take the trade and they don't really want to go and like do that homework. But I'm man, it like I could feel it in every fiber of my being. It's like if there is an answer on the chart, there is a resolution, a problem solving opportunity on every chart. What did it lose, and what is the result of that loss? Is that going to keep falling? Then that's going to stop me out. If that's where I got in, which is hopefully again, that's where we refine our entries, then it it hits that stop loss, I'm out. And then at the same time, yes, today was a perfect example. Like you set targets on the fucking chart and you and this is where like I know you guys have been hearing me say this more and more because I mean I don't TTI says it a lot more than I do, but sometimes like you have all the information, it's not carrying more like or a more intense analysis. It's coming to a conclusion that makes sense, and when that trade is moving in your direction and you're already in, what the not giving a fuck is truly a superpower, right? And sometimes, not even sometimes, a lot of the times to start that not give a fuck process, it is a mantra. Like, fuck it. Nah, what have we lost? The whole reason that I repeat, what is it, what is above, what is below, and what have we lost? These are the things that, or it either works or it doesn't. That's me not giving a fuck. Like, I know where it goes down. I know where it can go up. I have a strategy that gives me an edge. So I have the answer. So why is there fear? If I know what's in the dark room, then why am I scared of it? Right? Probably because it's shaped like Cade. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I'm not making the like turning it into gambling, but like I think it would be much easier on people if you didn't have a history of this. But I have been trading like equity and stuff like that from back in 2020. And so like I had to decompress and get rid of what I thought. I had learned every chart, all this crap, like all the, bull flags, pennants, everything like that. And I had to literally get out of that and truly.
To force your ass to get
You
rid of all
did.
that shit.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. I mean, I had spent so much time learning it. I didn't want to forego. I mean, I spent hours and hours and hours learning crap that was holding me back.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with people in here. I'm not gonna say any names, but like, some of these people I did, one-on-ones with, or spent a lot of time with, and like the hardest part of teaching these people, and this is where like, okay, sometimes some one-on-one attention might be useful, but like, or even just these type of moments, but it's like, yo, if you spent 3 years learning about covered calls and then you're coming here, like, I'm going to tell you this, and this is like, you might need to take a minute. You might need to like completely separate for just like a month. Go live your life, work your job, and just know that you'll be back, because you need to let that shit go. And that's been, that is some of the hardest. New people have their own issues, right? Like, they run into the emotional turmoil is raw. They don't even have any like, they're not any calloused to it at all. But at the same time, they don't know about a lot of these things. So sticking to the plan, if the way you start is a lot of the way, that you'll finish. But with starting with this, with my strategy, I'm basically telling everybody, like, forget everything you knew and just give this a chance, before you like start integrating, dojis and like, and that I saw this live the other day, and it was, it is frustrating, I guess, in a way, where it's like this person asked like, how do I start? And her answer was, oh, well, you're just going to want to go ahead and learn the basics, stock market basics. And I'm like, what the fuck is a stock market basic? The only basics are in the stock market are what a candlestick is, not a name of the candlestick, because that's a strategy, right? That's a somebody reading into these candlesticks and coming up with a strategy, or coming up with, if it X, Y, and Z happens, this will happen. Again, these have been back tested. They're not used here. I am recording this, yeah.
Oh yeah, and sorry that I didn't finish what I was gonna say. I forgot. So
Oh, go ahead.
when it talks about like, I didn't want to make it a gambling thing, but I like to gamble, and it finally dawned on me. I don't know why. I was being stupid, I guess. But when you kept saying finding an edge, I started taking it to like blackjack, and you have to capitalize when the house gives you an edge, and like that was the thing that set into me, was like, okay, it's time to not care, do what you're supposed to do, find your targets, find your bail points, and that's it. It was
Yeah.
like an epiphany moment, and it came all the way back, like I said, to blackjack, and it really resonated finally.
Dude, I love that too. And, everybody in here, you might find your own way to resonate with this shit as well. For Astro, it could be prices of Teslas, or something like that. But, or dealing, Tesla cars. But the way that, or having that, and same thing with me, man. I had the same, epiphany, where it was just like, kind of dawns on me, and like, dude, I made all this money this way. Why am I fucking changing it up? I need to do this over and over and over again, and keep doing what I was doing to make this money in the first place. But and that's, so like, just to sum this up, find good setup. We know what that is. If you don't, keep working. Empty space, consolidation, right? Direction, catalyst, if there's earnings, we got that down, right? These are higher time frame setups that we're focusing on, and then we're looking for candle closes into empty space. Now that is like the bones of our strategy, and there's not much else meat. Like, it's pretty simple once you simplify this. Like, I know I talk for hours, and we talk about there's like little things, but as far as the 24 hours is concerned, it's pretty straightforward. And what we're looking to capture is a phenomenon that happens on everything. Price moves through the empty space the same way typically that it moved down. And so we're looking to capture that volatility, and it's again, this is experience. Why do I get out when my targets get hit, or why do I trim my profits off, when that floor gets touched? Because how many times do I need to see a price explode? I make a ton of money, and then I get greedy, and I'm salivating, and then it goes sideways for 2 weeks, and I get burned, right? Stop getting I got attached to the stock. Just because it gives you a good feeling doesn't mean it loves you, right? If you've been to a strip club, you know this. So you have to look at these stocks and the opportunities that are provided, take them, point A, point B, trim, runners, stop loss, what's above, what's below, move on. No, you can't change her. I can change her.
Because all my profits though.
Oh my God. All right. So I just
Yeah, don't fall in love with them.
It's a charity for single moms. Sorry guys.
Oh, that Astro does that. He's got that. Tell him, Astro.
That's like jokes aside, I appreciate you tuning in last night, Bobby.
Yeah,
Kinda-
man.
Yeah, I have to say, I really appreciate it, Potter, because you sit down and when we ask you for something, you'll go over it and over it and over it. And at times it could be redundant, but you sit there and you're patient with us. And I'm almost double your age, and I appreciate that.
You, man. Appreciate that a lot. It's this has been one of the coolest things I've ever done with my life. I didn't know how I wanted to help people, but I'm glad I'm doing it now. So I appreciate that.
You could sell some of your bathwater too. That would be.
Oh my God.
Wow, when he goes off the rails,
Better start.
I'm all right with that. I can live with that because I didn't sign up for anything else but to try to learn this.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's
Wait,
really
just
cool.
make sure your bath water is at least like on a hot day.
Oh my God! All right, God.
Hey, I've been.
Bathwater.
I'm going to just say this real quick. I've been away twice, so I've met all kinds of people.
That's oh, what the fuck is it?
Non-violent.
Not violent. Yeah, we could take a look at that in a minute. I appreciate everybody. I really do. It's a cool feeling. So indescribable, I guess. What does this say? Georgia's. I thought Ivy texted me this. I got a scam. Georgia State Department of Vehicles enforcement penalties begin on August 14. On records show that as of today, you have an outstanding ticket. Nope. All right. That's a scam. That's crazy. Wow, they're getting good with it. All right, let's see if I can really quickly move through the rest of these requests. And I did clip some of that, but this will be on YouTube, and maybe I'll get Alex or Marzel to clip that educational part, or just edit it out and repost it as a new video. So my analysis on SoundHound is going to stay the same, my friend, and I think two targets are direct in mind. I've got 1750, and I've got 1983. 1992, the year I was born. 1991. I don't know. Right up in there. I've been away too. Very violent. Damn.
Mine was gambling, so figure that out.
Nice. Well, I mean, you're doing a good job now, right?
That's right. I'm not allowed to gamble. Court ordered.
Oh shit. This man found options.
Legally or illegally.
Oh Lord. Damn.
He's banned from the Belmont.
This man's the beautiful mind. he's Rain Man.
The
130.
picture of him at the Big A, Saratoga, and Belmont.
131 is your next target, and 140 is your target after that. That's cost basis. All right, let's see here. We've got Baba. It looks okay. No shit. Jorge, did you ask me about this one?
We went over that one yesterday in the study room. Baba.
What was the conclusion? Long?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you guys didn't take it though?
Nah, I didn't take it.
Well, it gapped up, so you couldn't have taken it. Yeah, I guess that was so that's one thing I guess you can for some for the most part rely on Baba is its candle closes do say continuation. You know what I mean? Like that candle close is definitive. You closed up against 122.65. Yeah, I mean 122.65, and then the 127 is the median. I would just be looking. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though that's clear, it's still hard. I would be looking towards the top. 4 hour. Okay, so you do have a box that helps, or at least a range. Okay, so you hit the floor. Okay, yeah, 128. So either A, retest 123, or B, 130.50. Still try to stay consistent. Started doing Potterbox seriously last 2 months. Grew my account from 600 to 1K in 2 weeks. Zoink. Zoinkies. That's really, man, yeah. Now, like, and you know, I just want to say this. Like, when you hit that, like, it's almost like working with, like, I don't know, actually, I've never worked with metal, so I don't know if this is true, but, like, you know, it's working with metal. You know, like, you only really, you know, fucking work with the metal when it's hot. The market is going to come in waves, right? So the metal's going to cool down. The market's going to do the same. You're going to literally hit a lot of trades, or you're going to see a lot of opportunities. And then most of the time, just like we just experienced, I mean, I had a couple of days where I didn't make jack shit, or I even lost a little bit of money. But those are, you know, again, we're waiting for those opportunities to open up. And then all of a sudden, we've got this, you know, I didn't even really have a chance to make a watch list. It was half filled with, you know, most of these, but not all of them. Some of these were just like yesterday, you know, somebody popped them up. Lulu, I looked at Lulu yesterday. It's a no-brainer, you know. It's got the empty space, it's got the box, it's got the bounce. What kind of metal are you talking about? I don't know. This is in this imaginary scenario. I'd be working with like adamantium or something like that. Adamantium. I'm sorry, adamantium. That's cool. It's not real, so I can work with whatever metal I want. Now that is intriguing. Part of me wants to. My eyes immediately go to 36. You got the base. Megan Trainer. I see a box. You know, you're in a weekly box, but you could use this 24-hour box right here. So one can assume that if you can gap up or be over 33.60, I would be looking for a 355 or 35.50. I'm sorry, and 36.50 target directly up above. Dude, I gotta call this fucking company, dude. They still haven't shipped my fucking package. I ordered 2-day air, and it's been 2 days there. All right. Yeah. Baba, JD, TSN. That looks good. Did you take that one, Wellington? Yeah, if you guys join the group, you know, hang out in the study room. They don't go in there if you you know, if you're like Mormon or something. Might get scarred. Some of those pinto beans are spicy. I'm sorry.
Bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're all pinto beans, you know what I mean? Just different flavors. That's beautiful. I mean, as far as the candle close looks, you're above where you need to be. You've got empty space up above you. I see 58.50 first, and then the floor at 59.33. DE earnings in the AM. Did you take this one, MJ? Sorry, I got to it a little bit late. Definitely has a ton of consolidation. Man, Coors, if you remember this one, I don't know if Coors isn't here right now. He might be gone. He used to trade this one a lot, but man, it is lost.
I didn't take it. I couldn't really. They're too expensive to hedge, so I couldn't really find.
Yeah, how does it move though? Earnings. So you had a big dump down and then immediate rip back up, which that would have been pretty cool to catch, especially if it was like on a Friday. That was decent. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So listen, if you're at or you do not break 530 on earnings, you can look at trying to take that break up, because if that moves intraday, I think, yeah, without a reason, without a doubt,
Yes,
I
yeah,
think you'll break out. Yeah, for sure. I would just be
Yeah, the
looking.
IB might drop off the contracts.
It would be nice, right? If you could open up, pull back, and then rip, that would be fire. Just um it's just emotionally just see some profit goes away before getting the first TP. So African Phenom, can I tell you? I'm gonna call you AP, okay, just to help everybody, including myself. So I tell everybody the same thing. You have got to stop watching your profit when it is not relevant. Your money, right? And how much it's up, or well, down, yes, but up, it has nothing to do with what you are doing, right? It has nothing to do with the play. It is it's a fucking part of it. It's riding the coattails. It's a derivative of it, right? It's the chart that you found. That is where you found the play. So what the fuck does your contract and its worth have anything to do with it? Unless it means that you're trimming off your risk and that is a part of your plan. Can that be a part of your plan, or is that some people's plan is to trim off whatever they put into that trade as soon as they can. So that way, no matter what, it is risk-free. And that is not wrong, right? I do things a little bit differently sometimes, but push comes to shove, that is not the wrong thing to do at all. So anyway, all right, let's keep pushing here. We got DTMO, Thermo Fisher. Do what it do, my boy. You're up there for the third time. It's not a box. It is a range. You are up at the top, so blow the top off. This one's one of those ones that you just don't want to overcomplicate, because I'm sure you could go down to the lower time frame and do just that. The candle close is right here, so 496. And that 507 would be your target. I get it, man. Just hard when your family is depending on you. I get better on it. I get it, man. And that is a great motivator, but it can also be a great derailer, right? Because the market does not care, right? It didn't care what I was struggling with. It didn't care about my health problems. It didn't care about where it came from. It is it is a machine that moves, right? And so I think, and still to this day, is developing or having a great understanding of how the strategy works. And that, again, can be found, the workshop, but it also can be found on the YouTube. And I mean, these lives as well. So if you're go to my YouTube, watch the Sunday lives. I mean, seriously, that's all I'm doing is charting, and chart with me. Chart alongside the video with me. Get really good. You're training your eye to be able to spot these opportunities. And if you can't, or you don't, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording really quick for the YouTube, just in case it freezes.